So I had to trim my beard recently. I used to have like a crazy beard. I had to trim my beard because I was sick of getting compliments from idiots. This happened to me. I was walking out of a place, somebody else was walking in, as is the way with places. This guy looked at me, made eye contact with me with his eyes, then he made beard contact. And he said this, he said, "Hey, touche on the beard, man." What the fuck? I had to trim my beard immediately because I don't want compliments from people who don't know what touche means. It's not the life I envisioned for myself as a child. Plus, I don't want to judge a book by its cover, but this guy, he was a shitty book. Like he was wearing a Dick's Last Resort t-shirt tucked into khaki shorts. And all of that was stacked on top of some Bears orange Crocs. He was dressed like he was late for a nap. Because you guys get why that's a stupid thing to say, right? I mean, you look like a smart crowd, and some of you are wearing glasses, you know? It's like, you know what touche means. It means you pull it over on somebody, you prove somebody wrong. It's a fencing term. Ah, touche. It doesn't just mean, like, good job. It's not like, let's say there's a rich globe-trotting businessman. And he and his wife, they have an adopted Chinese daughter. He's in like the 7th grade, and he's always been so busy with his business that he never has any time to be a father figure in the life of his adopted Chinese daughter. Right? And then one day his adopted Chinese daughter, she has an orchestra concert coming up where she's going to play a violin solo for the first time, and his adopted Chinese daughter, she'd be rehearsing her violin solo, and she'd hear her mom on the phone in the other room arguing with her adopted father. "You better be at this orchestra concert, you piece of shit." She'd have to try and play louder. And then the big day comes and he flies back from Paris, but it's like, if he doesn't know if he's going to make it, it's a real situation. His adopted Chinese daughter's like looking from the wings at like an empty seat next to her mom the whole concert. And then she gets up there to play, and just before she starts her solo, she looks out and she sees her adopted father in the audience. And then she plays this beautiful violin solo, and a tear wells up in the corner of his leathery fucking businessman eye. Like it's the first biological moisture it's ever felt. Because he realizes what he's missed out on not being in her life. They have this beautiful soul and part of their family, and he understands now what he's truly missed. And then he sees her afterwards for the first time, like she's a completely new person to him. And he sees her, and they make eye contact, and he just says, "Hey, touche on that violin solo." I didn't know you had it in you, Lin. But then I thought about this sack of potatoes that complimented me on my beard and ruined my fucking whatever I thought I had going for myself. And I thought, maybe it's like every other negative thing that's ever happened to me, and it's my fault. Maybe like 10 years ago, before I moved to Minneapolis, I used to just come here and visit friends, and I had a drinking problem, and I'd go out to the bars and get blackout drunk, and sometimes I probably got real mad. I don't know. Maybe one time I got in a shouting match with somebody that ended with them saying, "Hey, fuck you! You'll never grow an awesome beard!" And then 10 years later, I'm walking out of a place. They're walking in. You got me, buddy. A touche on the beard. That's the only time that makes a lick of goddamn sense. And thank you so much.